Hello, everybody. This is College Silver Stacker here. Tonight, I wanted to look at the supply and demand of silver and evaluate why owning physical silver makes so much sense. So, first off, for those of us who understand that silver, we know that it has been a store of value since its discovery some 5,000 years ago. Silver was first mined like in 3000 BC in modern day Turkey. These early ores of silver were a valuable resource for civilization that flourished throughout Greece and all over Rome. Silver provided wealth for the Roman Empire, and it eventually led to its fall when they could no longer or would not provide the silver to back their coins, which led to inflation. And then they couldn't even pay the 1-ton bounty of silver to pay off the Goth armies when they were preparing to invade. So a 10th ounce of silver in those days was a day's pay for a Roman soldier. You look at the 1900s, factory workers, they earned 2 mercury dimes, which is just a little bit more than a 10th ounce of silver. Today, 2/3 of the world lives on under $2 a day, or about a 10th ounce of silver. So, if an ounce of silver has always been worth, an ounce is 10 days of hard human labor, what is it worth today, and is it still worth stacking? One thing that must be considered is why it's considered valuable. Unlike paper money, silver is a hard asset with an intrinsic value due to the many uses and properties that it has. It's used in medical bandages and equipment, all of our electronics, and even in fabrication, such as deodorizers, high-end sportswear uses it, and even in water purification. So with all of these uses, as well as the investment bullion, we have to look at how much silver there really is. It is a precious metal, so there's a limited amount of it. While the estimates run between the billions of tons that have been mined since 3000 BC, as of 2005, only 748,000 tons. That's a big number, but hear me out. Of silver were above ground. So billions of tons have been mined, but only 748,000 tons are still above ground. Much of this has been used up in ways that are unrecoverable, such as in the bandages. You think about the clothing, the deodorants that use silver. All of those are very, very expensive to try and recover. In most cases, you just can't. Gold, on the other hand, is mostly recoverable. There's currently over 183,000 tons above ground, which means that it's only 4 times more rare than silver, because of how much is destroyed of the silver supply each year. So when we keep this in mind, it's harder to rationalize why silver prices are not closer to that of gold. It's got more uses, and instead of being just 5 times less than gold, right now it's over 79 times higher. That is a crazy ratio. And then you factor in the tons of uses that silver has. On top of this, the world's demand for silver has created a running 12-year deficit of over 100 million ounces each year. At this rate, unless prices rise to stem this demand, there will be a serious shortage in years to come. I know a lot of people laugh at that, but you look at the numbers and there's no way around that. Another reason the prices have to rise is because where most products, the market has natural price breaks. Silver has no such mechanism. When a plastic gets too expensive, another source can be found. A new supplier can come online and drive the price down. You have competition. With silver, we know how much is in the ground. There's only so much that can be mined. So there isn't another way to bring that price back down. So not only is silver far more rare than most people give it credit for, but it's also very high demand and has no circuit breakers for its price other than bank manipulation. And even that's running out. I don't know that we'll see $500 an ounce silver, but the math says that it's possible. The price of silver in the 1900s, adjusted for inflation prices, the spot price should be close to $550 an ounce if you have the same value. Conservative numbers show an intrinsic value of at least $250 an ounce. With silver at being only $15.50 an ounce right now on average, I doubt we'll see a better time to buy than right now and slowly move ourselves away from this government debt notes and back to hard asset, real money. And that's what this is. So we have various kinds of bullion. You have your generic bars, you got your American Silver Eagles, Jaeger Pords, all sorts of things. The nice numismatic kookaburras, American Silver Eagles again. There's so many options and rounds and different options out there. But when we look at the supply, the mines are only producing somewhere around 870 in 2014. That's millions of ounces. But so the total supply is right around 1 billion ounces each year. But you come down here and you look at the demand, the physical demand outweighs that total supply every single year for a deficit that is just ridiculous. These are millions of ounces. Look at these numbers and realize these are millions of ounces. So looking at it this way, the global annual debt net balance has been in the negative every single year. There is no way for us to keep up with this. So that's why now is the time, while the prices are being manipulated low, go ahead and buy your silver bullion. Now, my philosophy really quick is you buy these types of nice, numismatic, low mintage stuff with the express intention of flipping it. This is your money maker. The kookaburras, I've bought several of the different years of kookaburras. These are going to be flipped in a few years. 2016 is a great year. I also have these 2008s. These make for a great flip. I'm selling quite a few of these right now, raffling some of them off, whatever it takes. These are for flipping. This, on the other hand, is what you want to hold. You get your 5 ounce, your 10 ounce. You want as many ounces in your collection as possible and as close to spot as possible. So these are what you want to get, for 50 cents to $1 over spot. And this just goes in the safe, gets hidden away, put wherever your safe spot is, and you hold this for the long run. This is what you're going to be exchanging after all hell breaks loose. You're going to sell back to the mint for exponentially more. When spot does go to $500 an ounce, you want to have lots of these to be able to trade in and earn whatever money you need. But again, in the short run, when you're wanting to make money, you've got your kooks, you've got your maples, different things that you can flip for a quick profit. So you have to understand, you got to have a balance. You got to have both. So yeah, I hope this was informative. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully you guys will be able to see some more stuff that's coming in shortly. Y'all have a great evening.